What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Lollipops to Die For. I'm your host, Stephanie, and this is my co-host,
Simona.
And today we're going to talk about the Carnation Murders. Let's get into this. The Carnation Murders were a mass murder that occurred on December 24, 2007 near Carnation, Washington, hence the name Carnation, a small rural town 25 miles east of Seattle. The murders took place in the home of Wayne Scott Anderson and Judy Anderson. 6 people comprising 3 generations of the Anderson family were killed. They included Wayne Scott Anderson, 60 years old, Judy Anderson, 61, Scott Anderson, 32, Erica Mantle Anderson, 32, as well, Olivia Anderson, 5 years old, and Nathan Anderson, 3 years old.
But let's get into the creepy. So according to testimony, Joseph Thomas McEnroe and Michelle Kristen Anderson armed themselves and drove their pickup to the home of her parents, Wayne and Judy Anderson, on the afternoon of December 24, 2007. You would think, so normal, so natural. They go to see the family. Once inside, McEnroe distracted Judy Anderson, who was wrapping Christmas gifts, while Michelle attempted to shoot her father. Michelle's gun jammed, so McEnroe killed Wayne and then Judy Anderson, because that's what normal people do, kill their parents. The two then dragged the bodies outside and carefully cleaned the home and waited for Michelle Anderson's older brother, Scott, with his wife, Erica, both 32, and their 2 young children to arrive.
Once the family arrived, Michelle Anderson shot her brother several times, killing him. McEnroe and Anderson shot Erica Anderson. Wounded, she managed to get to the home's cordless phone and dial 911. The connection only lasted a few seconds, and dispatchers heard what sounded to them like people arguing at a party. McEnroe was able to grab the phone from her, tore the batteries out of the receiver and smashed it on the floor. McEnroe delivered the fatal shot to Erica, and then he then shot and killed the children, 5-year-old Olivia and 3-year-old Nathan, at the request of Anderson, because they didn't want witnesses and said the children would be scared for life having seen their parents killed. Police were dispatched to the scene in response to the 911 call, but the gate to the property was locked and officers decided not to investigate further. The gate was only locked because Michelle Anderson had run out to lock it after she realized Erica's 911 call went through.
And then the bodies were discovered 2 days later on December 26, when Judy's best friend and co-worker, Linda Thiel, went to the house to see why she was absent from work. She looked in the window and saw the bodies on the floor, so she called 911. She initially thought she was looking at the bodies of Wayne and Judy, but they turned out to be Scott and Erica's bodies. While King County detectives were at the property in response to her 911 call, McEnroe and Michelle Anderson drove up and were brought in for questioning. Eventually, both of them admitted to the murders and were arrested. Prosecutors told jurors the motives for the killings were money. Anderson alleged her brother owed her money, and she believed that she had been slighted and mistreated by her parents and brother.
So, arrested and indicted as the perpetrators of the killings were Michelle Kristen Anderson, who was unemployed, and her boyfriend, Joseph Thomas McEnroe, a Target employee, both aged 29. They were charged with 6 counts of first-degree murder. Michelle is the younger sister of Scott and the youngest child of Wayne and Judy. The suspects waived their right to appear in court, and they confessed to the killings.
But McEnroe confessed to the murders in January 2014 in an effort to avoid execution. On December 19, 2014, a 16-member jury was selected to hear the case against McEnroe. On March 25, 2015, the jury found Joseph McEnroe guilty of aggravated first-degree murder on all 6 counts. On May 13, 2015, Joseph McEnroe was sentenced to life in prison and avoided the death penalty, mainly due to a statewide moratorium on the death penalty by then-Governor Jay Inslee. On March 4, 2016, Michelle Anderson was found guilty of 6 counts of aggravated first-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison in April 2016. McEnroe is currently imprisoned in the Washington State Penitentiary, and Anderson is currently imprisoned in the Washington Corrections Center for Women.
So my thing is, why did it take from 2007 to 2016
to basically sentence them? And they waived their right in court, one. Yeah. And then they lollygag and went about their life because, they can. But the sad part is this. Realistically, none of us have perfect relationships with our family in general, either parents or brother or sister or whatever. But we don't go about our day on Christmas Eve to go killing them. Right. And how bad of a relationship would you have that you can't walk away and mind your own business?
Well, because it was all about money. And if you notice, one was working at Target,
one was unemployed,
and one was unemployed. So, of course, if they've got family money, and maybe, because we don't know the full backstory, but we don't know if the family was shunning them and not giving them any money, helping them out. Yeah, but you don't know, like, the backstory.
I don't want to know.
And, of course, in their minds, it's going to be more twisted than just, surface stuff. So,
I mean, no matter, to be fair,
there is no reason behind it, but then again, there's always a reason. Like, everybody has a reason why, even if it's the most convoluted, twisted tale, they have a reason. There was a reason why something happened. It just doesn't happen. Like, in their mind, they were like set, probably bent on, screw them, I'm getting the money, they were never there for me, blah, 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 blah.
This is the
hype each other up and then go in and bam and get the money and think they're going to get away with it.
But here's the kicker.
The problem.
Realistically, they didn't think this through. No, not that I'm a murderer or know how, but how do you think you're going to get the money and live a happy life if you go about killing them, leaving them there? Everybody knows you went there to visit them. That's so true. Therefore, bam, I'm going to go get the money and live a happy ever after?
No, it's true.
So a little bit of thought into it would have been nice if you really...
I don't know. There's not much backstory. I'm sure if we looked in harder, we might find out the true meaning behind. But I'm just assuming that they probably...
did it for the money.
Yeah, it had to be 100% money when they did it. Most crimes like that happen because of money.
Which, again, again, even if my brother would owe me money, I still wouldn't go about killing him. But,
depends on your brother.
I don't think it would.
Twisted brother, maybe.
I think I would just walk ahead and tread lightly and never look back. I don't think I would go about, let me go kill my brother for, I don't know, $100, $200, whatever it is, even more. So I don't think it's worth it. But the sad part is it happened on Christmas, and of course this is going to be a tale for all the extended family forever and ever. So,
and since we're in the season, we're doing the Christmas theme for the next couple of weeks, so this is the holiday season.
Let's go with the murders.
It's the holiday season.
But thank you guys for being with us on this ride of crime and punishment. So we'll see you next time.
And always remember, the truth is always scarier.
Bye.